All right, well, hey, the city of Fresno's made some big accomplishments over the past year, including the addition of a new Office of Community Affairs. And of course, joining us this morning to talk about this past year's accomplishments is none other than the Deputy Mayor for the city of Fresno, Mathew Grundy. Good morning, Mathew. How are you?
Hey, good morning, Anthony. Good morning, all. It's great to be here.
Hey, thanks so much for getting up early with us. You got the one Fresno behind you. For folks that don't know, you're the deputy mayor serving with former police chief and now Fresno Mayor Mayor Dyer. Talk to us about some of the great things you guys have been able to do this year.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, first and foremost, it's great to be here. I'll tell you, everything started with the vision that the mayor has set that's a byproduct of what he and what we've heard from our community. And that is that our community desires an inclusive, prosperous, beautiful city where people take pride in their neighborhoods and community, and a government that listens, keeps its promises, and is owned by the people. I can tell you we've been doing a lot of listening, and we've been hard at work. So it's been a great year. There's 6 priorities that have been set forth that this administration is pursuing to help realize that vision. And it starts, frankly, I'll start with establishing and moving forward good public safety and public trust. And that's where everything's framed on. And that's where we started. There's been lots of wins, and I look forward to talking with you here about those this morning.
Talk to us a little bit as we're moving into the end of December. We're closing out 2021. What are one or two of the big kind of flagship accomplishments you guys have made so far this year?
Yeah, well, there's a few, but I'll tell you, one is really focused on our homeless. If you recall this time, very time last year, Anthony, and those of you watching, our freeways last year, this time, we had our homeless neighbors lining our freeways. And, that wasn't dissimilar to other major cities across our state or our nation. But if you look around right now, what do you see, Anthony?
Yes, clear skies, cleared freeways out there, and of course, more going on with the homeless, which is definitely a good thing for us here in the city of Fresno.
That's right. That's right. So you'll see that our freeways are clear. It was frankly not just a visible challenge, but it was frankly a public safety issue. We had over a period of 2 weeks' time, we had 3 homeless folks walk into oncoming traffic and die. We responded. Our Fresno Fire responded to over 600 fires last year caused by those on our freeways trying to keep warm. And so this, it was a real challenge. But through our project off-ramp program, we were successfully able to off-ramp over 500 of our homeless neighbors off of our freeways and on-ramp them into housing, wraparound support services, and a life of stability, and being now able to add to our local community. And so, hey, that was a big win. Project Off-Ramp, we're now moving that program this coming year in 2022 into our neighborhoods and communities. And so we hope to see a lot of the same, and as we love our neighbors.
Talk to us about maybe one of the big challenges that you guys have faced so far this year, and maybe give us a window into what we can expect with 2022.
Yeah, well, I think this past year, and we've seen really due to a lot of things happening in our social environment and things with some of the social unrest and the pandemic, just some challenges with crime. And I can tell you that the mayor's first charge that he took personally this past year was finding someone really great to lead our local law enforcement, and finding our chief, Paco Valderrama. And that was a great hire. After that hire, it was really focusing in on giving him an aggressive hiring plan to hire over 120 officers and growing. And that number, we've been making strides towards that. And we really look forward to continuing to improving public safety. Frankly, this past year, we're really excited. We hired over 45 firefighters. We received over 25 million for a new fire training station here that'll train firefighters all across the state. And so you'll see a really big push on public safety. I'd say the biggest challenge, though, Anthony, in all honesty, I would say it boils down personally to self-image. I think for any of you who are Fresnans, I'm a transplant, and we know that there's sometimes a challenge with self-image. Sometimes folks think, oh man, Fresno is this or Fresno's that. Look, Fresno is wonderful, and I'll tell you why. people make the place. And so if we would just start to see ourselves as valuable and wonderful and worthy, I think a lot of things around us would change. You know, we talk about Project Off Ramp. We launched our Beautify Fresno program this year, where we picked up over 90,000 pounds of trash from our community. You know, things like that, I think, are things that are impacted through self-image. If we
Right.
see ourselves differently, we'll treat ourselves differently, we'll treat our neighbors better. And so I think those are some of the challenges, one being crime and another being self-image.
I love it. Well, Deputy Mayor Mathew Grundy here in the city of Fresno, thank you so much for getting up early with us. And stay tuned, more news and a check of your weather coming up right after the break.